is made up of two words. One is T, the second one is cher. So teacher, yes, the word teacher has been the combination of two words, T plus cher. So T and cher means the one who takes T. Okay, this was the thing, right? Now let me tell you that how do we find the main idea. There are three passages. The first one I will do for you, and the rest of them you will be doing yourself, right, one by one. All right? Yes. So there are three different steps, but I won't tell you three because you know the way I teach. So I'll be telling you more things and the most important things to be here. Okay. Yeah. So what is the most important point? The author is yes. So you will be reading the paragraph, and after reading this very passage, we will be looking for some things, some points. And what are those points? Number one is this. Can you see it? We will be reading the entire paragraph very carefully, right? Or not? Yes. So we will be reading this paragraph very nicely. Number one. And number two is yes. And number two is we will be asking some questions ourselves. For example, when you read this passage, you are going to ask some questions yourself. And what are those questions? Let me tell you. Those questions are going to be, for example, what are the most important things to be which are discussed in this passage, right? For example, what is the most important point that the author is making? So it's not a list of every detail, the central concept that everything else supports, right? So most of the times the main idea is stated in the first and last sentence. Anyways, we will be discussing all of them one by one right in the class to come. All right, and the next one is that we will be looking for some clues, right? There are some points that you're going to look for while reading any passage, right? For finding out the main idea, right? Can you see? Yes. For example, if you look at the very first passage, you will find that very often the main idea is stated in the first or last sentence of what it tells you in the paragraph, and the other sentences provide details that support it. And other than there will be some repeated word. For example, there will be some word, there will be some ideas or points maybe that are repeated. They are usually and the central to the main idea, right? Yeah, I will do anyone that you tell, right? Yes, you will just tell me anyone that you want me to do, and I will do it for you. Okay, and other than what do? We identify the supporting details. For example, the other factors in the paragraph are evidence or maybe examples, clear, or maybe some statistics that explain and prove the main idea. And this is something that separates the big idea from the similar details, right? And next, we're going to summarize the main idea in our own words, right? We do what? Yes, for example, all the ideas that we have found in the passage. So we'll be summarizing all of them one by one. And the last thing is going to be that we will be able, after doing all these things, to do what? To do this. Let me type it for you. I'm a bit slow typer, man. Can you see it? That's amazing. And then we will be able to create a title which is based on the main idea. All right? Yes. So, which one of them do you want me to do for you? The second or third? Okay, the second one. Let's do the second one. All right. No problem. It's you can find out the most difficult thing in English that you think that it is, and I will do it for you. All right? Okay. Can you do a bit reading of this passage? Alright, let me tell you, automation is the use of machines to reduce the need for human labor. In other words, automation is when jobs done by people become jobs done by robots. Automation can be a good thing. Clothing, cars, and other manufactured products are available at good prices in the large supply because of automation. But automation can also be a bad thing. Because of automation, there are over 700,000 robots in America that do jobs once performed by human beings. The way of automation may not be best for humanity, but it is the course we are taking. Now, if you look at this passage, you will understand that there are some ideas which are repeated. So, we are going to to apply all these things, right? First of all, we are going to read, and we have already heard the question, and the second thing is we are going to ask questions ourselves. For example, what is this passage about? Oh yes, absolutely, this passage is about going to be about automation, and other than that, we'll be looking for clues. As I told you, there are some words, some points, or maybe some ideas which are repeated every now and again. So automation, and other than that, once again automation, once again automation. All right. Once again is day. Once again. So how many words are there? Automation, automation, automation. Yes. And so it already. This is something that already is there, and this is something that tells us about the passage, and the main idea of the passage is going to be right. Yeah. So next, now, yes. So now we are going to summarize. Oh, so begin, and then we will be identifying supporting details. Now, supporting details. Look at the very first sentence of this passage, man. Automation is the use of machines to reduce the need for human labor. This is the main sentence, and the rest of them. Look, in other words, automation is when jobs done by people become jobs done by robots, and automation can be good thing. Clothing, cars, and other manufactured products available at good price in the large supply because of automation. Right? These are the things which are supporting the main sentence. All right. Okay. Now, the main idea is going to be automation has advantages and disadvantages. And why am I saying this thing? Because in the first part of this paragraph, all the things that I have read I have underlined in red, and now the next thing I'm going to be to underline them in blue. The difference. So, but automation can also be bad thing. Because of automation, there are over 700,000 robots in America that do jobs once performed by human beings, and the way automation cannot be best for human beings. So these are the lines and these are the sentences which are telling us about the cons, or you can say that these are the things which are telling us about disadvantages. For example, if a machine is doing work, if a machine is doing what human beings won't be able to do the work, and then they won't be able to earn a livelihood for themselves, right? And the first part of the paragraph is telling us about the pros, or other than that, it is telling us, you can say that it is telling us about the advantages. Yes, what a question. I didn't get the question. Yes, disadvantages. What are the disadvantages of automation? Disadvantages of the cons of the automation are that, for example, if machines are doing work, then human beings won't do the same work, right? And then, for example, if a human being is not doing any job, then how can a human being be able to do something and to earn money? For example, if you are doing a job in a company, if you are doing a job in an office, if you are doing, for example, a job in a factory, so if you perform your duties over there, the company will pay you, is it? But if you do not do the work of the company will never pay you. Am I right? Yeah. So this is something that I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So the supporting details are going to be, let's see, the topic sentence. The first sentence defines automation. Automates the use of machines to reduce need for human labor. So this structure clue. The paragraph uses a compare and contrast structure, right? Why? Compare and contrast structure. Yes, the similarities and the differences. Understanding? Yes. A compare and construct. Right? This is not construct because you are an Indian. This is why you people are most of the time say construct. This is construction or construct, right? Yeah. Okay. And now we're going to summarize the whole thing. So your summary, the thing that the point that we were doing. Sentence should answer what is automation, all right, and what is the author's main point about it. This is what I've already written here. Yeah. All right. Now let's do summary for this, and then we will be able to give a title as well. All right. Yes, it's very important in accordance to your curriculum. Yes. All right. I'm typing it. Summary. So these were the things, if you could understand, right? The main thing, the main ideas, the main points in this passage, there were. Right. So how do I summarize the whole passage? And this is what I do. I'm typing it. Can you see it? I'm not a fast typer, man. I told you. Sorry? No, I don't. They're just 2 lines, so it doesn't take more than 30 seconds. I was talking to you. Alright, so the thing that I have tried to summarize the whole passage is that automation, which replaces human labor with machines, has positive effects such as lower prices and a greater supply of goods, and negative consequences including job displacement. So this is what I have done, and we know that, as I've already told you, that in this passage we're having pros and cons of, or you can say the advantages and disadvantages of machinery, or maybe automation, right? And other than that, you can also say that there are some benefits, and there are some what are the opposite word to benefit. Yeah, all right. So we can also say that there are two edges, right? For example, if you say every coin has two sides, right? A positive and negative, right? But yeah, so in the most beautiful words that I can say, in literary language, then I would title this passage as yeah. Yes, the double-edged sword of automation, right? And this is something that I have tried my best to tell you, like that it's about automation and the things, right? So this is how I do, and now you're going to do the paragraph number 1, the first passage, and then we'll go moving ahead, right? I'm giving you 15 minutes time to do this, and giving you full access to the CB as well. Yeah, here is that. If you don't get, you should just refresh your console board and then you will get it. The thing is that your time starts now. Count down from 3 to 1. Go. I'm getting muted, and anything that you would like to ask me, you are going to note down on your register or maybe on a notebook, on a page, and you're asking me after 15 minutes. All right, okay. Then go ahead. Best of luck for that. ये एक बच्चा है, एंड ये अमेरिका से है, and we were doing this. This is what we were doing, and this is what I have written right in the blue. Now he is doing this passage.